Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here again with my friend. One more time, introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Walker.
And Walker, man, what'd you do today?
I went undefeated with Volcanic again. This time it's more of a go second build than previous, but
Hell yeah, dude. We're gonna have your previous deck profiles in the description as well. But before we get started, is there any shout outs or anything you want to say, bro?
well, the main one is just my girlfriend. She's always pushing me to play the game, make sure it's, keep my hobbies up.
Hell yeah, baby.
Shout out the guys here, making it fun.
Every time. Before we get started, I know we were talking earlier about we just had a regional, right?
Right. Did not play this deck. Wish I played this deck. Actually, in round 4, I looked over and I saw somebody doing the Volcanic FTK, and I was just like, dang, I wish I was playing that.
Every time. Without further ado, bro, let's get into deck profile.
All right. So started off 3 Trooper. He's your starter. That's normal summon. Summons a token to your opponent's side of the field to prevent imperm. And then on summon, adds a Volcanic card. Then we played 2 Rimfire. Rimfire is a soft once per turn on both effects, or a hard once on both effects, so it can use each one once per turn. It can banish itself to Foolish Volcanic, or it can banish a Blaze Accelerator from your face-up field or graveyard to place a different one. Played Scatter Shots because it's Volcanic, and it's just probably the most fun card in Volcanic.
Did it come up today at all for like any time?
It was, yeah. So my last round, he had a Secure Garden on the field to prevent me from doing damage one time. I sent this to the graveyard, and then I revived it back with Promethean, and then just linked it away and dealt another 5 to win the game.
Disgusting.
But, and then the boss monster, it's Emperor. Whenever he's special, you can special him by banishing 3 Pyros or a Blaze Accelerator. Inflicts 5 for each banished Pyro. And then each time your opponent specials, he inflicts 500 damage to him. And the only other thing to note is that he sets a trap whenever he does his initial burn. But he's the reason you play the deck. He's a lot of fun.
Oh my god.
Alright, so played it with Snake Eye because there's no better way to play it than with Snake Eye. But I am playing a much smaller Snake Eye package than what I normally do. This is an honorary Snake Eye card. You can send Witch with it, and you also send something else. But being able to draw 2, being able to send your spells and traps to the graveyard to draw cards is actually very important in this deck. It comes up a lot. Also, it's a way to make dark in case they have like a Bestial in the graveyard that you want to take or whatever. It's the matchup dependent. But we played 1 Ash, 1 Oak, and 1 Poplar. You only need 1 of each to do the entire combo for them. You're not really worried about the follow-up, because normally if you live to the next turn, you're just going to kill them anyway. With Emperor's Burn, you're going to deal 2k to him on the first turn, and then after that you're going to do however many times they special, you're going to inflict 5 for each. And then the next turn you just banish 3 more Pyros and the damage stacks up. So if you live past first turn, you're killing them.
100 cuts.
Then the 2 witches for it. As I mentioned, you can send it off from other souls. Everybody knows what witch does. And then the 1 Flamberge, because
500.
you have a level 1 that you want to use
66.
and be able to abuse.
100, that's 72.
And then the new card, Snake Eyes Diabell Star. This card's really, really, really good. It came up so much where my opponent had something that I couldn't naturally out. And you can summon this thing from the Spell and Trap by putting a different fire in the Spell and Trap zone. And it has an effect where if you attack, you can place both that opponent's monster and your monster in the Spell and Trap zone. So you can out something without actually having to beat over it or anything like that. Really, really helpful. But you can also do crazy things like you can put a scatter shot back here and like activate Oak to send it to the graveyard to inflict 5. But it's really good. You can access it so many different ways.
A lot of combinations.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But you can also send it up a soul. So it's a spellcaster.
Oh wow.
It makes Celine really, really good in this deck. But that's it for the monsters. I'm playing no hand traps. Volcanic, good stuff. You have to play this in order to play this. This can pop a card, monster your opponent controls by sending a level 1 Pyro from deck to grave. It can also special summon a Volcanic. It's a soft one, so you can get rid of it, activate another one, and do it again. Both effects. Snake Eye support stuff, 1-for-1, Divine Temple, gets you to your Snake Eyes the Star. Also helps you play around Nib. Dramatic Chase places the Snake Eyes the Star in the spell and trap. If it's in your hand deck or graveyard. And then during the end phase, you can banish this to special whatever you have in the spell and trap zone back out.
Okay.
It's actually, like if they have Nib or something like that, you can actually just play this to place and then link off the token with this thing to make a IP or something like that. Keep going. The 1 original and the 3 wanted. It's pretty self-explanatory. That's just Witch. Then for, guess what makes it go second? Called Buys. Droplets. Droplets the MVP of the deck, in my opinion. Like being able to get you can negate your entire board and then blow it up right afterwards. And a lot of people are not ready for that whatsoever. 2 talents, and then 3 lullaby obedience. I was doing dumb stuff with this all day today. I did play against somebody who was they were maining Ghost Ogre, and I saw that they had a Ghost Ogre, and they Ghost Ogre one of my cards, so I activated Lullaby and I called Ghost Ogre. But it was a 1-of in their deck.
Oh, wow.
And I just felt stupid. Yeah. Still won the game, but
that's dope,
I felt dumb.
And I know you said no hand traps, but that's 40 cards, correct?
There's 3 more.
Oh, 3 more. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
2 reloads.
Oh yeah, traps. Duh.
And the emission.
Okay.
Reload is insanely good with Droplet. So you can draw it, you activate the Droplet, send it, and then this gives you a Foolish for Scattershot.
Oh wow, it's free.
Yeah, Scattershot, and then you blow up their board. So it's a free, you negate 1, and then you blow up their board.
That's amazing.
And but it's an awesome card. I love it. It's everything for the deck.
And what's the other card?
Volcanic Emission.
Oh, okay.
So Volcanic Emission is the trap that you set off of Emperor. And what you can do, you can target the Emperor or a Pyro monster your opponent controls and inflict damage to him, equal to half or the full thing. But what I do with it, you can special summon a Volcanic monster from deck. So I end up special summoning 2 of them. And so each time my opponent specials, they're taking 1,000. And that's after I've already burned them for, 25, 35, 100. It makes it really hard to play.
Hell yeah, dude. And so that was 40 though, right?
Yeah, that was exactly 40.
Okay, cool, dude. I already know what's in that side deck because we were talking about it before, but let's check out this extra.
All right, so pretty standard stuff. Promethean, IP, all Mirage because it's the new Link Crevo.
Yeah.
It's everything. SP, Zolantis, Oppo, Nightmare Phoenix. This is pretty new. Zombie Vampire for me. So if you're doing the Snake Eye combo, sometimes you don't need to keep the Flamberge on the field. You're just looking for how to get to your burn cards or the other package, or trying to fill up your graveyard. So you can use Diabellstar and Flamberge, because they're both level 8s, to make the Zombie Vampire. Or if you take something off of Hida. If you take something off of Hida, you can make it a level 8 and be able to overlay with their stuff. Because it has a weird effect that if a monster special from your opponent's graveyards on your field, you can treat it as a level 8.
That's crazy.
So, just a neat little synergy there.
Hell yeah.
What's left? The Raging Phoenix and the Sunlight Wolf and Celine. Then I was playing 2 other cards, and it's kind of a package that I was wanting to try out today, but I forgot to put it in there before the tournament started. But it's Banshee. Like, I normally run Banshee in here anyway because it's a bonfire, and I run it with Parallel Exceed to get me those 2 level 4s. But with the recent ban list, there's a new thing you can do, and that is you can search for Nemesis Flag, which can search for Nemesis Corridor, which gets you to the Colossus.
No way, dude.
So I was gonna try and move around with that, but
Yeah.
I forgot to get the Parallel Exceeds in there, and these 2 are in the side.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to do it.
I like that idea. That's funny.
It is. It's really funny. You can also do that with Protos as well.
Yeah, Protos. Man, this is funny, man.
But for the side, all right. So the MVP by far on the side today was Magical Spring.
That's what I was talking about. That's funny, dude.
All right. So this card single-handedly won me in game 3 of my last round, and it won me game 1 of my round 2 of my first match. Because I drew. He had 1 face-up. It was against Stun. He had 1 face-up spell. I activated 1, and he chained a card to it. I chained Magical Spring, and then I chained Droplet to negate 2 of his things. So I drew 2 cards, only had to discard 1, and I was able to refill my hand after that. And I ended up drawing into 2 Cosmics, and blew away the rest of the stun.
That's funny.
But it was a perfect like little coincidence. And then the last game I played against Voiceless Voice, and I drew 3 off of it, and only had to discard 1. But in this deck, the discard doesn't really hurt you.
Yeah.
Because you can just discard your reloads, or you discard that, you blow up your opponent's field. You discard Rimfire, you get to Foolish a different Volcanic from your deck, or place a different one. It doesn't really matter. But it's a phenomenal card. Really happy about it. And Cosmics can play around the restriction on this thing. Like, the restriction never even came up. I didn't care about it whatsoever.
Magical Spring, man.
Yeah, it's such a good card. Then enemy controllers. If I'm drawing cards, I want to draw in powerful cards, and enemy controllers are a powerful card.
Yeah.
And then we discussed the corridor and the flag. And then played Mourner, just in case for time or something. And then I played 1 Emperor, because, as I said, I just threw these things on the side.
Yeah.
That was 15. And then I want to find 2 more of this, but this card's crazy. So this Metal Throne is target a face-up non-token monster on the field, and your opponent cannot respond to it with that monster's effect, but it negates it, and it lets you special summon a monster from your deck that has 2 of the same type, attribute, or attack.
Yeah.
And if you do special summon something with the same name, you can banish both of them face down. So in theory, it's like if they have, say, a Flamberge, wherever it is. But if they have a Flamberge, you can special summon your own Flamberge, and then banish both of the Flamberges face down. And if you do that during the draw phase, they can't ever get their IP out. So it can prevent that. Or you can say, you can also summon from the extra deck with this.
Okay.
So if they have, say, an SP, you can target their SP, special summon your own SP, and banish both of them face down
That's funny.
without them ever letting them.
Yeah, doing their effect.
Same thing with Oppo. Like, you can do it. You can get rid of 4 Mad
Pretty
Oppo
cool, dude.
just by banishing both of them face down.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I opened 6 boxes
Trying to get this.
of Legacy Destruction, and I only pulled 2, and my friend has the other one.
Disgusting.
Oh, that's the deck. It was really fun. It's more go second this time, and it's really fun playing go second. You can burn and still attack, which is pretty neat.
Well, look, bro, thank you for joining the channel again, showcasing, hey, what you should have played at regional,
I should have played this.
and going undefeated tonight with it, without any hand traps in the main. I love that. Until next time, guys, remember, comment, like, subscribe, and check out all the deck profiles. Previous one's going to be in the description. Until next time, guys, peace.